I mean, we're in our dry period of the summer. We don't normally get a lot of rain. Our problem is that we didn't pick up much in the month of June. You know, we should transition from our wet season there in April and May and kind of gradually get to drier conditions, but we just completely turned off the faucet and we haven't been able to turn it back on. And that's our problem. And then now everything's drying out, and as it does, and we get actually less humidity, now we're getting a bit more of a dry heat. Just because there's just not a lot of water left in the plants, I'll be honest. Everything's kind of getting a lot browner around here. And so that reduces the humidity, which then kind of reinforces it's harder to get a pop-up shower because there's less humidity to work with in the first place. It's kind of a reinforcing effect, so not in the good way, though. We're watching a front, though, just towards our north. We've got some small good news for you. We're going to knock the temperature down just a touch for your Tuesday, especially Northwest Arkansas. And then by Wednesday, both Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley. It's a very slow-moving front. It's just now coming into Kansas City. So we're locked in with some of this heat here at home. It does have a couple clouds with it and a couple showers. I think the best chance to cool down, well, mainly because of those clouds. We're going to get a lot of sun the next couple days, I promise. But there'll be a couple extra clouds to try to give you a little shade every once in a while. Some of these showers that you see will continue to dissipate as they move south. If you get a stray raindrop, just consider yourself lucky. We've got about a 20% chance area-wide. The other way to get rain this time of year is with a tropical system. Of course, we don't want a massive system hitting the Gulf Coast in any kind of way like that, but it'd be nice just to get some rain. The problem with this, though, is that it's just going to be hugging the coast. In fact, some folks, if you are having family that heads to the beach this week, just let them know that it's going to be constantly raining. Anywhere from Houston, Galveston, all the way eastbound towards Pensacola, Panama City, they're going to be getting 5 to 10 inches of water. And when this thing lifts north, making really its landfall debut, it's going to be closer to the Gulf and going east. I mean, we're not going to get rain out of this. So you may hear about the eventual possibility of Tropical Storm Danielle if it does form, but we're not going to get rain out of it. Here's your forecast tomorrow. Chance for a stray shower in the morning, especially as that front is starting to just push on in. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of sun and it's still going to be warm. Temperatures in those 90s, and everyone has just a solid 20% chance. It's very random how they're going to be popping up. Most of us are going to be dry. Here's a look at futurecast. Tonight, we'll have those mostly clear skies, a little bit of haze every once in a while, but a couple extra clouds tomorrow morning with maybe a couple of showers every once in a while, but not much. Not much. Even if you get rain, it's not going to really do anything. I mean, maybe you cool off for a second, but it wouldn't be very heavy either. And so it's really not going to help kind of your deficit in terms of the rain. We are only about 10% of the rain that we should have in a summer. We're running at 10% right now.
Is that right?
Wow. So I was looking up the numbers because they kind of shocked me, to be honest.
Sure.
What's strange about the River Valley, though, is that we're running 5 inches above for the year. But remember, we got hit hard.
Yeah.
It all happened at one point.
Right.
Now we're getting drought conditions starting to approach.
Sure.
But technically, we're 5 inches above.
Right.
But it all
Yeah,
depends
but
on
you really
placement.
can't look at it
You
like
can't.
that.
You
Yeah.
can't. It's
Right.
just fascinating.
And in terms of
Yeah.
summer, we're about 25% of the way through summer, right? So we'll see how much changes in that amount
I hope
of time.
some changes happen fast.
Yeah.
A couple of weeks. All right, Matt, thanks.
Well, next in sports, it's MLB Draft Week, and Greenwood native Connor Noland is still weighing his future on whether to turn pro or return to Arkansas. We'll hear from Coach Dave